Good evening, everyone. I welcome you to these online lectures. So, we are in the paper Environmental Education. So, this is the third unit, Environmental Management and Protection. So far, we have dealt with the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan in the first unit, Environmental Education in the second unit. Now, in the third unit, we are dealing with the Environmental Management and Protection. Environmental management is an attempt to control human impact on and the interaction with the environment in order to preserve natural resources. Environmental management focuses on the improvement of human welfare for present and future generations. Environmental management is a systematic approach to finding practical ways for saving water, energy, and materials, and reducing negative environmental impacts. And coming to environmental protection, it is a practice of protecting the natural environment on individual, organization control, or government levels for the benefit of both the environment and humans. Due to the pressures of the overconsumption, population, and technology, the biophysical environment is being degraded, sometimes permanently. This has been recognized, and governments have begun placing restraints on activities that cause environmental degradation. Excuse me. The concept of environmental management. The ecological balance and ecosystems. The stability must be maintained by the nature itself. But the emergence of modern industrial era has disturbed the ecological balance through heavy industrialization, technological revolution, faster growth of means of transportation, rapacious exploitation of resources, unplanned urbanization, etc. The broader objectives of environmental management include identification of the environmental problems and finding a solution, to restrict and regulate the exploitation and utilization of the natural resources, to regenerate the degraded environment and to renew natural resources, to control environmental pollution and degradation, to reduce the impacts of extreme events and natural disaster, to make optimum utilization of natural resources, to assess the impact of proposed projects and activities on environment, to review and revise the existing technologies and make them eco-friendly, to formulate laws for the implementation of environmental protection and conservation programs. The environmental management consists of three levels, such as the global level, national level, and the local level. And coming to the scope of environmental management, environmental perception and public awareness should be the objective of this management. Environmental education and training, the resource management, control of environmental degradation and pollution, environmental impact assessment, these are all the issues that are dealt under the scope of, within the purview of the environmental management. And coming to the need for environmental management, the need to study environmental management is an important perspective in the current scenario. Environmental stress is becoming severe day by day, and the degradation of environment poses a serious threat to humanity. The need for environmental management include the use of resources to overcome the environmental crisis, for the economic needs and values, to reduce the disasters, to decide the limitations of environment and the development. And coming to the functions and the characteristics of the environmental management, the responsibilities include environmental licensing, enforcement of the environmental laws, environmental planning, education and guidance, monitoring, analyzing and reporting on the environment, regulating world's greenhouse gas emissions, waste management, strategic environmental assessment, environmental research development, radiological protection. And coming to the characteristics of the environmental management, it supports the sustainable development. It demands the multidisciplinary approach. The environmental management has to integrate different developmental viewpoints. Environmental management seeks to integrate natural and social sciences. Environmental management can extend from short term to long term and from local to global levels. So here we have these issues which pertain to the environmental management throughout the world, particularly in the developing countries. These are urgent need for the management of the total environment. In brief, the environmental management is necessary for environmental planning, which implies the optimal utilization of the Earth's resources and preservation of the quality of environment for the healthy growth of society. Thank you.